Welcome everybody here to do the Sports Talk Network channel, and specifically here talking Packers with Steve. My quick review of the Super Bowl and gonna do a review of the season as well. Everything as it was, being different from what I predicted. Congratulations to the Philadelphia Eagles winning the Super Bowl, first ever for the franchise. Pretty good game, back and forth. Kind of the Patriots are gonna come up with a win, especially when they got the lead 33-32, and then only got 5. Brady having more, like 2:12 left on the clock. But they'll be going down, driving, and touchdown, and go from there. But that unfortunately did not happen, and the Eagles survived, won the game, and are Super Bowl champions. So congratulations, at least to former Wisconsin Badger and a former Green Bay Packer quarterback, Claret and Doug Peterson, individually, and to the Eagles fan base. Do know a couple of fans that are Eagles fans that are here on YouTube, of course. Chrome from Facebook Podcast, Link Ops, Archfiend, the EDP445, those guys and gals that are Philadelphia Eagles fans, iPod King Carter, and others that I know that are Philadelphia fans for the Eagles. So congratulations to you, your friends, family, and otherwise that are Eagles fans. Congratulations to your Super Bowl victory. Enjoy it. I don't know if the Eagles are going to be making the playoffs next year, but you are forever and will be Super Bowl champions. That will never be taken away from you, not by me, not by anybody. And that's for me as a Packer fan, seeing this is an objectively from the outside, with no dog in the fight at all in the Super Bowl because the Packers didn't even make the playoffs. So, who am I to talk, right? So, hopefully the Packers get things shaped up. And speaking about shaping up, and interesting things going on. Josh McDaniels changing his mind, deciding not to be the head coach of the Indianapolis Colts, even though things were being tweeted. Colts officially announcing that they were going to have an introductory press conference, but that introductory press conference turned into just a interesting, but very entertaining, in a way, press conference with the GM of the Colts, outlining everything that happened and from his point of view, his side of the story, and go from there. Josh McDaniels staying with the New England Patriots to stay as offensive coordinator. My thinking is the reason for that is because he's going to be groomed to be the next head coach of the Patriots. For what he did here with the Colts, kind of being shady in a sense, I think he's kind of uncoachable at least for the next 4 to 5 years. And I'm pretty sure that Coach Belichick will be retiring in the next 4 to 5 years, if not sooner. But we certainly will see if that is the case. But as for the season, the great 2017-18 season, Pro Bowl was pretty good, actually better than usual. I kind of still wish it was the Vikings versus the Jaguars in the Super Bowl, but the Vikings got their butts kicked, and the Jaguars just couldn't hold the lead. So they didn't deserve it or earned it. If anything, Jaguar fans are more of a gripe than Viking fans, trying to be the first ever team to play in the Super Bowl that they host. The Vikings got their butts kicked. It was never close in the NFC Championship game. But the Jaguars, different story with the New England Patriots. But it certainly was an entertaining, a very good Super Bowl. I certainly am looking forward to seeing how the next season goes. I know, as I told people, I do have my handy-dandy notebook that has all 32 teams and a list of teams that have participated in the Super Bowl. And then another sheet of paper that has all 32 teams and a list of which ones won the Super Bowl. So, for the Eagles, it was their 3rd attempt for Super Bowl. Other than that, I'm trying to think about not too much of the big things going on in the NFL. Matt Patricia was recording of the Patriots who went bye. Go to the Detroit Lions, their new head coach. So my team That's your firm. Or I could actually say my team is a shareholder, as I'm like 1/1000th of an owner. But the Green Bay Packers facing them twice a year, so that's really going to be interesting to say the least. We'll see how we do. Hopefully, the Packers can make the playoffs this upcoming season. Maybe we'll get that Vikings Jaguars Super Bowl, but just the upcoming, I would really want to, I want to talk about a team that there's only 4 teams. As I look here in my notebook, actually, there are only 4 teams left that have not played in the Super Bowl at all. Okay, that's the Lions, Jaguars, Browns, and Texans. That's only 4 teams. Now, those are the list on my handy-danny notebook of 32 that have played in the Super Bowl. On my list with all 32 teams written down, teams that won a Super Bowl, and with the Eagles winning this past Sunday, they leapfrog all these other teams with actually having won. Just won their first franchise one, but for the other ones searching for their first franchise Super Bowl victory. Jaguars, Lions, Browns, Cardinals, Bills, Bengals, Falcons, Texans, Panthers, Titans, Chargers, and Vikings. So there you go. It's that longer list there for teams that have not won a Super Bowl title. So there's only 4 teams out of all 32 that haven't at least played in a Super Bowl. But you see the list of being bigger for those that have not won. I'm pretty sure the franchise has not won a Super Bowl. I'm hoping by the time that I update this, and the next time I update my list here, with how things played off in the last years, is I have to update Super Bowl 58, and then the next one being Super Bowl 70. But Super Bowl 58. So here we're at 52. And around Super Bowl week or during the 2 weeks there at Super Bowl 58, on the road to Super Bowl 58, at that time I'll be updating everything. And hopefully at that time when we get to that point, which is only 6 years from now, that the Lions, Jaguars, Browns, and Texans, all 4, at least play in a Super Bowl. I was the least likely of all those, Cleveland Browns, but you never ever know. But the Jaguars turning things around, the Lions, the new head coach, you got a former New England Patriot coach, part of your franchise, as your head coach. Things are going to be changing quick, fast, in a gosh darn hurry. People didn't believe too much in Doug Peterson being picked and to be the head coach of the Philadelphia Eagles. Like, Doug Peterson, what the heck the heck? But in the end, it worked out because that son of a gun is a savvy head coach that has that does not care attitude, in a sense that he's definitely going to be aggressive, whether he's facing the Patriots or the Cowboys. In an NFC East battle, doesn't matter. No matter what team he's facing, whether a team he's supposed to beat, in a sense, or a team not. Either way, he's a good coach. But I hope the Texans, the Browns, the Jaguars, and the Lions all play in a Super Bowl. We are now in Super Bowl 58, but we'll certainly see in time. But the great 2017 season, hopefully the Packers do better. Hopefully the Packers make the playoffs. Go Pack, go. Good luck to all the franchises and all the franchises' fan bases. And for Philadelphia fans, for your franchise being Super Bowl champions, first ever. Enjoy it. Savor it. Because I don't think you'll be back here. I don't think you're going to be winning it again. Nor are you going to be even defending it. Because at least New England came back to defend their championship. You want to talk about wrestling terms. WWE, the reigning defending champions, actually were in the next Super Bowl to defend their championship. Though they lost it, title changed hands, went to the Eagles. Probably the Eagles will be back in the Super Bowl next year to defend their crown. At some point, whether they miss the playoffs at all or lose in one of the rounds, there'll be a new Super Bowl champion, let alone a new NFC champion as well. So the Patriots, actually heading into this next season, will be trying to be a three-time AFC champion. Now, I know that franchise cares more about Super Bowl rings, but still, as most should, and as all franchises should, even those with 0, that's what you want as a player, as a coach, as a franchise. But I'm just saying, Eagles are in the win. They're the champions. Never going to be taken away from them. But I don't think you'll be back here. And New England's going for trying to be three-peat and three-time AFC champions. So is there at least going to still be in the dance to defend that crown. That's for sure. To beat the team, you got to beat the team. The Eagles did, but then we got to rack it up all again. Like you're playing pool, and next year have it all set and see if you're ready to beat that team again. But then again, next year to beat the team, that'd be the Eagles because they're the defending champions. Well, that'll be a little bit easier. Kind of like how people thought of Jinder Mahal's title reign in WWE. So either way, good episode. This has been the season finale of Talking Packers with Steve. I will be back around NFL draft time. In between, I'll probably be doing other videos. My Rumble pool winner might be sending me some suggestions for videos and otherwise that I'll be filling in, so I make sure I have an even amount of videos each and every week. And otherwise, because some weird OCD reason I care about that. And enjoy the break. All the NFL fans out there, enjoy the break. I mean, it's crazy enough that on TV shows or radios, they still have their sports shows. Or at least, well, sports shows, you can talk about other sports, but NFL shows specifically, not as much. Talk about between now and heading into the NFL draft 2 weeks before at the very least. So I'll be coming back around that time, which is a great time anyways, in April, because that is my birthday month. Specifically, birth date is April 25th, so I'm turning 30 this year. So there you go. That's a big birthday. Hopefully I can attend WrestleMania in early April and do other things later on. So for all the NFL fans watching here, welcome to Leave a Like. Smash the like button in support of this channel, support me individually if you care to. Leave a comment section in the comment section below what your thoughts are on your team, your NFL season. Let me know what team you represent, and I hope to hear from all of you next season when we head and hit the ground running with the NFL draft preview. My prediction to that, and my prediction for the first round in the NFL draft and all the other fun stuff. And then we move on, heading on to the start of the season, start of this 2018 season. So, yes, I know maybe I should keep going each and every week, but for me, I don't feel it makes that much sense because I don't want just to have episodes. I want them to at least be somewhat meaningful. By the way, I hope you all have a great rest of your evening, great rest of your week. Stay safe, have fun. Above all else, as always, take care.